on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you happen to be new around here, my name is Trevor and this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Make sure to hit subscribe and click the like button for some more Danish adventures.
Yes, so we are in Copenhagen. You might know that already if you were watching the last video. And if you're watching the last video, you know that the weather hasn't been overly cooperative. So it was raining. We've now traded in the rain for some wind. Probably a little bit better than rain.
It's pretty windy today. It beats the rain. If you're wondering, I am still under the weather a bit, but I think my taste buds are 70% there and I'm up for the challenge.
So today's a little bit different for us. I'm so used to like planning out videos and figuring where to go, what to eat, but today, someone else is doing it for us. We are meeting up with Kristian from Copenhagen Food Crawl. He's gonna take us around the city. Pretty sure we're gonna be eating some food, maybe having some drinks, walking around, seeing the sights. It's gonna be so much fun, and I love that I don't have to do the work this time.
I know, this is usually all you.
Yeah.
I never plan.
No, I'm the planner. So speaking of Kristian from Copenhagen Food Crawl, he's right here. We just met up with him.
Hey.
It's gonna be such a fun day. We're so excited.
It's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna have so much fun eating a lot of mostly Danish food,
Mostly
but
Danish?
also a bit of I'm not gonna spoil the surprise.
It's gonna be a
It's
surprise.
great.
We're getting a treat already and starting things off with some food. This is a Danish breakfast. I would have thought that Danish breakfast would be like a sweet pastry, but apparently not. What is this called?
Well, it's a riff on a thing called a håndværker, which means a handyman. So it's a typical Danish breakfast roll with poppy seeds on it.
Okay, and it's got cheese in the middle?
Cheese and butter, yeah.
Cheese and butter.
It looks like it's covered in like poppy seeds.
Poppy seeds, yeah.
We'll have to give it a try.
Yeah. All right, let's try it.
Well, it certainly looks like it's going to be good.
It looks and sounds pretty simple, but it's actually really delicious. It has a nice bite to it because it's, you know, we've got the poppy seeds on there, so you really got to get your teeth into it. But I love the seeds. It's a little bit soft as well, and of course cheese and butter on the top. This is a good start to the day.
What a way to start the day. We didn't even know we were getting a little surprise.
Yeah.
How many more surprises do you got up your sleeve?
Chocolate milk,
Chocolate milk.
the best in the world.
Well, this is just what I was hoping for, to be honest. Classic chocolate milk, Danish classic chocolate milk. It's probably gonna feel good on my throat because I think I said already, not at 100% today. Oh, it's good. It's nice and cold. He must have just got this and brought it over. This is really good. Never had a chocolate milk quite like this. Not normally in a can either. In Canada, they usually come in like a little mini carton, but so far, it's a good start to the day. We're now in a different little section, same neighborhood, and we came over to get some ice cream, and it's liquid nitrogen ice cream. This is wild. We've never seen anything like this before in all of our travels. We've been to quite a few countries. I think it's something like over 50. Never have I seen ice cream made on the spot. We got something called Snickerish. I don't know if you can get a good look at that. Snickerish. This is a vegan ice cream. We're not vegans, but we thought we'd try it. It's made with coconut ice cream, some melted chocolate on top, and I think there's also some, what do we say these are, peanuts? Peanuts. I think it's just straight up peanuts, but let's go for it. My mouth was just drooling watching them make this in there. Oh my god. Oh, it's like a, oh, my first thought's like a decadent, glorious little Christmas candy. Oh my, this is delicious. Easily the best ice cream I've ever had. Tastes so fresh. It makes it super smooth, super rich. The peanuts, I think, are coated in some like a lot of caramel, and then you got the little chocolate bits as well. Wow, this is great. We're off to a good start. It's like lots of sweets so far, and I'd have it no other way. So not too far from where we were just at is this park, and it's quite an interesting park. There are, well, tombstones here, and it is a graveyard, but it's also like a public outdoor space. So if it was nicer, we were just told by our guide here that you'd see people kind of like picnicking out here in the grass. It's just a really windy day, so no one quite knows how to dress, but this is also one of these things we've never seen anywhere in the world, like a graveyard mixed in with an outdoor park.
We've come across a grave of a very famous Danish person. This is the grave of Hans Christian Andersen. You guys have probably heard of him before. And he wrote fairy tales. Maybe you've heard of The Little Mermaid or The Little Match Girl, I believe was one of his as well. So you've probably heard of this guy.
Did you, I don't know about you, but I expected maybe this to be bigger, more flashy.
I know, a big, like, something really huge and that you can't miss. But no, you could easily walk by here and never know.
Well, there's a few bicycles in this city, huh?
One or two, a couple.
This-
this is definitely a congregation of the most bikes we've seen so far.
Didn't we read a stat? We might have said it in the last video, but
Yeah.
like half the population bikes.
Oh, yeah, half of the population of Copenhagen actually bikes through the city, uses bikes for transportation. That's crazy. I love it. I love it.
Crazy. This is a pure sea of bicycles, and it doesn't end.
But the question is, if you leave your bike here, how do you find it again?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
How do you find it?
Our next stop is potentially what could be one of my favorite places in the world. It's a cheese shop. I love cheese. You guys probably know that already. Trevor also loves cheese. One reason I could probably never be a vegan is how much I absolutely love cheese. But we've stopped in. We're going to try a few different cheeses here. This one is a Danish cheese called Danbo. It's the most common cheese here in Denmark.
Smells like it's going to be good. Oh, so as you know, I said my taste buds are like 70% there today. This is very good. Oh, we got people coming in, but I think we're gonna try like a few more as well. But I do like it.
Today we tried 4 different cheeses. Not going to show them all to you because, you know, you have to leave some surprises for when you come on this tour. And we're not going to tell the stories too because there's lots of good stories behind all of these cheeses. This one is a blue cheese called Dana Blue. It is a Danish blue cheese. Smells like blue cheese. So to be honest, I used to not like blue cheese and now it's one of my favorites. Probably within the last 2 years. It's definitely become like a thing for me. I always like, anytime I see blue cheese now on anything, with anything, I always go for it. So
I think they
really
called it.
Excited.
I think the brand was Viking Blue.
It's called Viking Blue. Yes. Let's try it. Wow, that is incredible. Super smooth. It's got that blue flavor, very, very, very strong, but in such a good way. It's probably my favorite cheese of the day.
Well, those organic cheeses were absolutely delicious. We're back out in one of the busier parts of the city. This is kind of central. And we're about to get, well, an organic hot dog right at this stand. Are you ready for a hot dog?
Yeah, I do love a good hot dog, but sounds weird to say, but we definitely have had some interesting hot dogs around the world, so I'm curious to see what differentiates a Danish hot dog.
And how about this wind? We're gonna like
nuts.
blow away on you.
It was a very, very busy spot, clearly very popular because it took a few minutes to get our hot dog, but it has arrived. So what makes this what's Danish about the hot dog?
So I would say the Danish thing about the hot dog is the ingredients.
Okay, the
So you
toppings
have-
are like inside the hot dog, or both?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
So you have a pork sausage, then you have mustard, remoulade, and ketchup.
Okay.
You have fried onions, you have fresh onions, and you have pickled cucumbers.
Okay.
Now it may sound like a lot, but trust me, it works together.
And when
really
you go
nice.
and order one, do they just make it like this, or do you have to specifically
I mean,
ask
you say like I want a roasted hot dog with everything.
with
on
everything on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you get this one.
All right, enough talking about it. Let's actually try it. I think this is going to take a few bites to get into the middle of it. This is a big guy. Let's try it. Okay, if you like hot dogs, you're going to be into this. Nice smoky flavor to it. Perfect toppings. Love it. Ketchup, a little bit of like, whatever you want to call that mustard flavor to it. It's got that strong, pungent flavor to it. Onions, pickles, like all the really good, strong flavors of a hot dog are on this, and I love it.
I don't even know the last time I've had a hot dog, especially the one that looks like this. Look at this. It's like a street hot dog that has a whole lot of gourmet going on at the same time. It's so windy that the toppings are almost blowing away, so I have to like hold things down. But let's do it. One thing I love about this is it's organic, and I don't think I've ever come across an organic hot dog anywhere in the world. But I'll tell you what the showstopper is, kind of secret weapon, are these little like crunchy bits of onions on top. We've had these on burgers before. Not too often do we have them on a hot dog, but yeah, throw in the mustard, throw in some of the pickles, and throw in the bread. We can't talk about the bread. It's really soft on the inside. They must like grill it a little bit because the outside's a little hard. It's the perfect kind of street food. So happy we're in Copenhagen trying all this delicious food. The eating continues over here. This guy, he's clever, he's sneaky. He just pulled another treat out of his backpack. And what is this?
This is called
Tebiegis.
Tebiegis.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Okay,
And it's the naked version because all the poppy seeds they went
Yeah,
into the
there's-
And
bag.
you said it means tea and
Poppy seeds.
poppy seeds,
Yeah.
right? And there
Okay.
were a lot of poppy seeds on here. They fell off while I've been walking around, but should I just rip it apart?
Yeah, sure. And you don't get too many poppy seeds stuck in your teeth.
That's
Maybe
true.
that's a good thing.
That's
then.
Show me the inside of that.
so it's all like fluffy on the inside, like a croissant or something. Yeah.
Well, try it out.
Okay.
And it's definitely a thing you won't find anywhere outside.
Oh, and I've definitely never seen this before. Yeah.
So far, that's one thing we love about Denmark. All the pastries and all these treats. It's crazy.
So nice and flaky. I probably have it all over my face. I feel like I do. Get a little bit of the poppy seeds, but there's a nice little sweetness to it, but nothing too crazy. It's not too sweet. Just the way a croissant or a pastry should be.
So there is a brewery I would love to have taken you to.
There's more tricks in the
I
backpack,
know,
just
the
in
I
big-
case.
brought the brewery to us.
Oh, perfect. What is that?
Bicycle Brewing
Ah.
from Østerbro here in Denmark. Oh, sorry, Copenhagen. I don't know how you like sour beers,
Oh yeah.
but
I
this is
definitely
sour.
like sour beers, yes.
She likes sour beers. I definitely
So
like
this
sour
is
beers.
a tropical sunrise sour IPA made with mango, peach, and coconut. Wow. That's
Wait, is it okay to just drink this on the street?
Yeah, and if you feel better about drinking it from a cup, also have cups.
I'm fine with
Okay,
drinking it from
let's do it.
the can.
We always say, Hans, we find it weird that we
know.
shouldn't find this weird still because we travel a lot.
I know, but it's still growing up in Canada and living there our whole lives. There's something that feels really wrong. Like you feel like you're committing like a huge crime when you open a beer on the street and drink it as you walk down
Because
the
you
street.
cannot do this in Canada.
No.
Just be on the side of the road.
But still, you have a hard time seeing that this is actually a beer.
Yeah.
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 Easily passes like an energy drink or whatever.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Either way, it's legal here.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheersies.
Cheers.
We got to open it first.
So I think I just said, but this is a sour IPA and it's got some fruit in it. Ooh, that's good. A little bit sour, not too bad. Some sour beers are like so pungent that they almost like take you back. This is really, really good. And with the tropically flavors,
Yeah.
it's very summery.
Yeah. Do Danish people drink like kind of sour beer often?
Oh, I don't drink on the job, by the way. Yes, sour. I would say sour beer still is for some people weird in a way and new,
Yeah.
but for beer drinkers,
Yeah.
craft beer enthusiasts, this is great.
I guess the good thing is you don't always have to have a Carlsberg if you're in
No.
Denmark, right? There's
Yeah.
craft
No, no.
beer
And
everywhere.
I was also gonna say a sour IPA. I feel like I don't see that much. Like we get a lot of like gose, is that what it's
Gose,
called?
yeah.
But a sour IPA is kind of
And,
not
and
that common.
let me say this on camera: avoid Carlsberg. Don't drink it. Don't drink it. Bring anything else.
We always say this about Carlsberg. We only drink it at the airport. We call it airport beer.
Yeah, or a football game beer. then it's okay.
beer. Yeah, yeah.
Well, the wind keeps picking up. I keep thinking it's gonna go away or calm down as the day goes on, but nope, definitely not. Let's not get like fall or get blown into the harbor here. So we have come over to an area called Nyhavn. It's basically like, it means new harbor. It's probably the most photographed place in all of Copenhagen, so chances are you've seen some photographs of this place, or if you've ever looked up Copenhagen, you've probably seen it before, but it's a cool place to come. It's a very touristy area. A lot of people come down, well, bring a drink, you know, sit by the water. I think on a really summery day, a lot of people would be hanging out with their drinks on boats and just enjoying beautiful weather.
Yeah, we were talking and we're trying to figure out what it reminds us of. And it's colorful like some places we've seen in like Belgium and like
Yeah.
the Netherlands, but more specifically, this reminds us of Amsterdam. a
Well,
little bit.
apparently it was inspired by Amsterdam. It was one of the kings, I forget which one.
Yeah, 4th or the 5th, I think.
Yeah,
but-
Kristian the 4th or the 5th, I think it was. He was the one that built it, and he was inspired by Amsterdam.
We've now come over to the Amalienborg Palace. Hopefully, I am pronouncing.
Or the royal residence. That's a little bit easier to say.
It's easier to say. It's the royal residence. And now I'm curious for all you guys watching. We have a lot of North American viewers. Did you even know there's like a monarchy? There's a king.
There's a queen.
Well, there's a queen right now, but
Yeah.
basically there's a royal bloodline here in
Yeah.
Denmark.
Yeah, interesting. There is a monarchy here. I feel like a lot of different countries in Europe have a monarchy, so it can get a little confusing.
It can.
Yeah.
It's confusing though because not all of them do, but this is one. If you had told me coming in, well, without doing a lot of research, I didn't know, but it's so cool to see.
Yeah.
Apparently there's different houses around
Yeah,
here.
so behind us is the future king. He lives there. And then right in front of us, which you can't see at the moment, is where the current queen lives.
And then we just got a fun fact. Well, the lighting's so weird today and it's still crazy windy. There's a fountain right behind me here.
No, it's statue.
Or
A
statue?
monument.
Or it's a monument, okay. But
Yeah.
the fun thing about this is that monument, that statue costs more than this whole structure.
Yeah, it's all made out of marble. Our very last stop of the day is the Marble Church. How beautiful is this? Actually, we were just walking up here and both of us remembered at the same time that it kind of reminds us of a church in Budapest Someone might be able to tell us what that's called. We were thinking it might be St. Stephen's.
I think it's St. Stephen's,
but we could be wrong about that. It's been a few years since we were in Budapest,
Yeah.
but it reminds me just with like the green dome on top, and I don't know, that maybe it's where we're situated as well.
It's so cool that this is also right next to the monarchy and the palace.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people get married here, not surprising.
Not surprised at all.
Yeah.
We're just walking through King's Garden here now. This place is beautiful. It is so green. There's so much to look at. If I had a day off and I lived in the city, I would hang out here all the time. But we just wanted to say what a tour this has been, huh?
Yeah, and of course we didn't show everything because
No.
we like to, you know, have a few surprises when you're coming on this tour yourself. We want to say a huge thank you to Kristian for having us
Thank
today. It was
you.
amazing.
Thank you so
It was so
much.
much fun. It was great to have someone else do the planning for me too.
Yeah, obviously, if you guys are coming to,
Anytime.
to Copenhagen, if you're coming over here, you can book the same tour as we just
He
did.
also has some other tours as well. So we will link both his Instagram and his website in the description below.
Yeah, this is going to be it for our Denmark videos. For now, we'll come back another time. Tomorrow we are picking up a cruise to head off to the UK. We mentioned that in a previous video.
Yes,
That's going to be so much fun, huh?
Very excited for that. For their first ever cruise. We've never been on a cruise before, so gonna be interesting, gonna be fun, gonna be a whole lot of things. We're gonna find out.
If you're new around here, it's Trevor and Anna. This is Kristian. We are all the delightful travelers today. Thank you for tuning in and watching this far in the video. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, do all the things. But for now, we'll say bye to Denmark, bye to Kristian.
I know.
It's been a pleasure.
God.
It was so fun.
Wait, I'll
So
say
fun.
it in the only thing I know in Danish, tak.
Check.
Tak. I mean,
Selv tak.
thank you. Selv tak.
tak.
Selv tak.
Tak for the tour.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Copenhagen, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.